What brought me here today was I had a bad car accident about a year ago. I was going through a light and then I got T-boned. My car was totaled. And then my husband told me about Gilbert because he was helping him with one of his cases, and he was able to help me with mine. So I was on my way back from my lunch break, and I was coming up to the light. It was red, and then it had just turned green. So I released my foot off of the brake and I started going, and then a car came from my left hand side, from my right hand side, and they T-boned me really, really hard. The first few days were painful. That was my first accident. So the first day I had pain like all over my body, couldn't barely get out of bed. Then it started to subside, but I had pain in my neck for a couple of days. And then the first couple of weeks were a little bit hectic because I had to find another car and then deal with insurance and everything. And I had pain in like my neck area for a while, and they started to help out with the physical therapy too. I found Premier Group by my husband. Everyone was very communicative and very informative, so I felt like I was in good hands. It took about a year, and they were telling me each different step that they were at, even if it took a couple of months or a couple of days, and then they let me know if they need anything. What made it easier for me personally was the fact that I had all the information that they needed, so it didn't take long for things to happen on their side. I got a large settlement from my case as the outcome, more than I thought I was going to get. I didn't know. Like I said, this was my first accident, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it was the biggest check that I've gotten, before all at once. So I was very pleased with the outcome. It impacted my life and family personally because we just had a baby, and he was in the NICU for a couple of months, and then he finally came home 2 weeks prior to me getting my settlement. And unfortunately, short-term disability denied my claim for other reasons, so I wasn't going to have any income for a while. So having the settlement check, it came at the perfect time. It has been easy because I haven't had to worry about anything financially, since we just had a baby. So now I can only focus on my baby and not have anything else to worry about. But it's like a weight lifted off my shoulder because I knew I was gonna take maternity leave, but I just didn't know how I was gonna navigate bills and everything. So with the check, it made everything so much easier. If my story turned into a movie, I would want Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play my lawyer, only because they kind of resemble a little bit. A little bit. Even though this was my first situation, like my first accident, I think everything was like really smooth and very professional. So if anyone has an accident that I know of, I would definitely recommend you guys.